So BRASA is a cultural and events club that we have here at Ross. Generally, in the past was just Brazilians, but now we're trying to expand this vision for like BRASA allies. And the idea, the reason that I joined is to try to put some of our culture, our Brazilian or Latin culture here in the US, because they are very different and we need to understand this. And I really want to show all the Americans, all people from all the world, how our culture like it is, right?
So the LatinX Heritage Month is a time for us to reflect on our origins and especially our roots. So here in the US, I feel especially connected to my culture, to my country in general, and here I value even more where I come from, meaning why I think the way I think, why I solve problems and I approach problems the way I approach. So I feel that Latins in general, they can add a lot of value to whatever country they are. But once we are abroad, we need to have this time to reflect, to think about what is our mission and our purpose being abroad, and how can we contribute to other cultures as well.
Our barbecue is a huge event here at our program. It happens. This is like actually the 8th time that we are doing that, and we are really proud to be able to provide this to our friends in our community. I would say the Latin Vibes is where we partner with LABSA and HBSA, the Latin club and the Hispanic club, and we have like a huge party to celebrate all our different cultures and it's our similarities with our friends and communities. So I would say definitely that those two are the best ones for us.
I was moving here by myself. My partner stayed in Brazil, my family is in Brazil. I didn't have like any roots here in the US, so I wanted to pursue an MBA in a city. I wanted not only like to have the MBA experience, but I wanted to feel welcome where I was living. So when I moved here, that's exactly what it happened. Since like my interactions with Rossers, and when I got here, I could notice how they are incredible, but yet humble. And people are just kind. Like they ask about you, they ask where you're from. So it's just like welcoming, and people are nice, they are kind, they want to have you here in their state. So I think that's the best place for internationals to apply to and to move like to a place that maybe they don't know anyone and they want to feel home after a while, and you can feel home here after living just like for 1 week.
I chose Ross basically for the community. I know it sounds cheesy and very cliche to talk about, you know, the culture, the people, but yeah, that's the reason why I chose the school. And basically, it paid off because, as I mentioned before, I was going through a lot of highs and lows during my first year, personally speaking, emotionally, academically, and even like professionally. I used to be like this very successful, high achiever businesswoman in Brazil. So when I arrived, I was like, who is this person? Like, I'm a student, I'm a foreign student, I'm a Latin. So I'm so grateful for my friends. I'm not only talking about the Brazilian friends, like BRASA Club. Yes, they embraced me, they helped me, but I'm talking about my domestic friends, like my American friends, my international friends, people from all over the country, my friends from Asia. They were like, okay girl, I'm facing the same things, let's stick together, we should stick together. So I chose Ross for these people, and basically that's the reason why I tell people Ross is the best school, best business school in the world.